I think a part of Christian life is definitely a life of deep prayer and social justice. I grew up on the south side of Chicago in what is now Ida B. Wells Homes. I had an interest in monasticism and religious life, which developed over the high school years. And as I began to think, what would I do with myself after high school, I just looked around at various religious orders and applied to the monastery. I entered when I was 18 in 1966 in the midst of the Civil Rights Movement, Vatican II. So there were a lot of changes going on, an exciting time, but also my own growth, my own conflicts, issues around identity, sexuality. When I entered this particular monastery, I was the first African American to be admitted. I grew a lot that year. When I left monastic life, it was natural for me to apply to social work school. I was at a church in Chicago as a deacon when it came time for ordination. There was a question about my ordination because they knew I was openly gay. I looked up in church and said, why the hell am I here? And I walked out and thought I would never be back. Church is a place where we should be able to be most at home. Most times I felt as if I joined a particular church, I'd have to leave a piece of me out. White church would leave the black part out culturally. Some of the black churches, the gay part out. So I just said that, I've tried to make this fit and it doesn't. So I was done with Christianity. I remember one Holy Thursday, and I saw an ad for a Holy Thursday service, so I went. There was an African American priest who said something very positive about gay people from the pulpit. And I said, well, maybe this is something I need to check out. And so I joined that local community, which was wonderful. I found a group of people that I liked. So I began to discern a call to ordain ministry. Eventually my ordination was approved. St. Martin's has been here since 1878. The community changed, the church did not change. Change is very, very hard for people. And oft anger is a response to change. Our church is extremely progressive on issues around sexual orientation. I'm very proud of that. We think of ourselves as prophetic. And part of that prophetic is to speak the truth. But also part of it is to stir up and invite people into a new vision of what Jesus' reign of justice is about. I think justice and holiness are different faces of the same reality, and that when they are separated, we get in trouble.